Hey everyone, are you looking for online training? You want to know more about the course and job opportunities? Are you from non-IT background? No problem. Here's the best place where you can register for free demo at greatonlinetraining.com. Greatonlinetraining.com provides online training in different courses like SAS Clinical Training, SAS Financial Training, SAS Certification Training, SAP ABAP Training, Big Data and Hadoop Training, and more. And also, GreatOnlineTraining.com provides online training with resume preparations and job support, conducting mock interviews, 100% guarantee to clear the certification in your course. Everyday class materials, daily tasks including videos, and lots more. So what are you waiting for? Please log into www.greatonlinetraining.com and register for free demo today.
Hi guys, this is Naidu from Great Online Training and I'm from India. Okay, now we will see what is SAS and what are the things we can able to do with SAS and what is the history of SAS and what are the different procedures we have in SAS. All those things we will learn today. So that is the agenda for today concept. How many people know that SAS? SAS, what is the use? Means not use. What is the definition of SAS? Anyone?
Statistical analysis
Analysis system, a software. Good. So we can say it as a statistical analysis system or software. So come here, the next slide, we are just talking about what is SAS. SAS is nothing but statistical analysis system or software. It is developed in 1970s, North Carolina State University in US itself. So the reason they have identified the software in 1970, few of the scientists, that means that agriculture scientists, they have done some research on the plants. Based on that, they got some data. They want to analyze that particular data. So that's the reason why they have identified or else they have designed a small statistical model. So nowadays we are calling it as a SAS. In 1970s, this is not originally that much popular like today. So it is just a small software tool or application we can say. But we're coming to now. So this is the world fourth most software they are using it in the market as per the surveys. And this is the intention of why they have identified the origin of the SAS software. If you see now, so this software they are using it in many industries, like they are using it in clinical, they are using it in financial, they are using it in customer relationship management and clinical research and clinical trials and banking sector and insurance companies. All the companies they are using it. Mainly healthcare industries they are using more than remaining all in US itself. So that's the reason why most of your SaaS jobs you can able to get it in healthcare industries. So whatever the course I'm just delivering to you, that's enough. You can able to learn and you can able to get your job on healthcare industries. So now we're coming to here. CEO Jim Goodnight is the founder of this particular SaaS institute. So he's the man who has just uh, founded it, and right now he is the CEO. for this particular SAS institute. So this is all about the first slide, and we can say it is a introduction or else a history. So I'll just repeat one more time about this slide. SAS is nothing but statistical analysis system or software. It is developed in the 1970s of North Carolina State University in US, and this intention of identifying this software for mainly to analyze the agriculture data experiments, whatever the data they got it, they want to do some analysis on that. So that's the reason why they have identified. So this is most widely used statistical software right now in the market, so you know that. So we are using it in pharmacy sector and banking, customer relationship management, and etc etc. When I coming to the CEO, Jim Goodnight is the guy who is the founder of this particular SAS institute. So this is all about SAS for the first slide of my presentation. Go to the next slide. Is talking about more about the SAS. So what is more about the SAS? So we know that SAS is one programming language. Like SAS, we have some other tools also, like other programming languages like Pascal, COBOL, C, C++, .NET, Java. So these are all the remaining programming languages. We can say SAS is born from the ancient languages of your Pascal and COBOL, C, C++ and all. And the SAS software is made up of C, C++, .NET and Java only. But we're coming to here, if you just categorizing the programming languages in different categories, like first generation, second generation, third generation, and fourth generation. We're coming to the first generation, nothing but Pascal and COBOL. It is a very ancient languages and it is very low level languages, we can say it as a. But we're coming to the C, it is bit advanced than your Pascal and COBOL. We're coming to the third generation will be the C++, .NET and Java. Whereas coming to the SAS, we are saying it as a fourth generation. The reason behind that is, see, whatever you want to do, just imagine you want to do sum. Sum is nothing but A plus B. You want to do the same thing in C programming or C++ or Java, whatever it is. Then you need to declare two columns called A and another column called B. Then you need to write the formula A plus B. Suppose just imagine you want to calculate the mean, nothing but your average. So we know that the average calculation formula A plus B plus C plus D by 4. That is a formula. You need to know the formula and then only you can calculate the mean. What about the standard deviation? You don't know. The formula is a bit bigger than the normal one. You cannot able to remember. But don't worry, SAS can able to handle it. How it will handle? So it's already we have some default keywords. So that keywords have a built-in of your formulas. Just imagine you want to calculate the mean, just write proc means. Automatically mean will be calculated. So mean will be calculated automatically. So we're coming to the, if you want to get a standard deviation, write SD, then automatically standard deviation will be calculated in our output. So that much easy nowadays to just doing the statistical analysis by using SAS software. So that's the reason why. So first generation, second generation, third generation, SAS is comes under fourth generation. We can install this SAS in any operating system like Windows, Unix, and Mac also. Nowadays they have introduced. But initially they have introduced only for Windows and Unix only. When you are working in real time, most of the times you will work on these two platforms only. One is Windows and second one is Unix. But you no need to learn the Unix software in total. At least you need to learn a few basics, which I am already going to cover in the course itself at the end of these classes, so that the Unix commands will be enough for you to run your SAS. There is no much difference between your Windows software and your Unix software. The both softwares will be the same. The just commands will be bit of different. The commands in the sense how to start your SAS software and how to close it and how to run it. These are all the options will be may vary from so Windows to Unix. But don't worry about that. I'll explain that. So these are all about some background about if you are considering SAS as a programming language, where it is originated from, and what are the different generations we have, and why we are calling a SAS as a 4th gen software. I hope you are clear as of now. So then I'm just moving to the next slide. SAS competitors. So now when we are calling it as a competitor, so that means just imagine I'm the trainer and the people who are giving another person is giving a training, so then another person will be a competitor to me. It's the same thing. Market is only one stream, and me and some other person also get survived into the market. Because of that we have a competition between us. Is the same thing happen. Whatever the reports we can able to produce by using SAS is the same thing. We can able to do the same work with some different tools also, like Teradata, Informatica, SPSS, Systat, Styrica, Hyperen, Cognos. These are all the SAS competitors we can say. SAS competitors is nothing but whatever the work we are performing by using SAS, our day in day out work what we are doing in office, we can able to perform few of the works with other softwares also. Then we can say these are all competitors. Why I'm talking about this thing, SAS competitors over here. Suppose you know SAS software well and you everything about the SAS software is fine. You got a chance to attend the interview and interview person is asking the question that so what are the SAS competitors you already know. So means we are using SAS, that is fine. If I'm not giving a SAS software, if what else software we can able to use it instead of SAS, then you should be able to answer that question after watching this slide. So these are all the different competitors, whatever we have it in market for the SAS. So that's all about it. So this is all about your competitors. Just I'll move to the next slide. Products of SAS. So products of SAS in the sense, SAS we have many products. So before going to explain about the SAS, I'll try to explain about the Microsoft MS Office. So that means MS Office. MS Office, we have MS Word, MS PowerPoint, MS Access, MS Note, MS Picture Manager, and MS, what else is pending? MS Paint, just imagine. So these are all the products of MS Office tool. When you install itself, you will get access for all. So that means you need to have the license for each software wise. So if you want to produce your MS Excels, then compulsory you need to have the license for MS Excels. Or else if you want to go for Word, then you need to have for license for Word. It's the same thing here. When you install the SAS software itself, you will get this license as it is. It means these are all those things in SAS University Edition. They're already providing all this. So like SAS Stat, SAS Graphs, and SAS Access also they're providing it if you want it. Okay, so now what is this SAS Stat? SAS Stat is nothing but whatever the statistical methods. Just imagine like mean, frequency, correlation, regression, standard deviation, and t-test. So these are all the information when we are talking. These are all the statistical analysis. If you want to perform those statistical analysis, compulsory you need to have SAS Stat software in the backend. When I come into the SAS Graph, so SAS Graph is nothing but whatever we are producing it, nothing but pictorial representation of your outputs. Just imagine you have produced a table, nothing but showing the information. So you have done one survey on village and the people who are alcohol history, and then the people have age above 18 years old, then you are producing that report. That is fine. You want to produce the same report as a graph, then compulsory you need to have the background SAS graph software in the background. Then only you can able to get this SAS graph. Whereas coming to the SAS access also, SAS access in the sense, so I think like yesterday when a student is asking the question, so why we need to type the all the data so line by line if some data is already available in the form of text files or CSV files, in the form of Excel sheet, in the form of database file, how we are going to import it. I have given explanation also yesterday. So when I'm writing some codes like proc import and data equal to your data file where it is located, so that that data you can automatically import it. When I'm saying all these things, how can it will be work? The background, we have a software called SAS Access. The Access software play an important role when you are importing something from your external environment from your SAS. Suppose just imagine you have something into your desktop, you want to bring that into SAS software, then you can able to help of the means you can get it that the help of your SAS Access software in the backend. Okay, like that SAS base, SAS macros, SAS SQLs, we have all. So we are going to learn about all those things. So it's already included in the classes. So we are slowly learn the remaining things also. So this is all about this slide. If anyone have any questions, then you can just ask. You just unmute it and ask me as of now. Okay, fine. So just go to the next slide. Running of SAS program. Okay, so before going to explain this particular slide, first I need to open my SAS software and then only I can explain this. So what I'll do is I'll just minimize this PPT PowerPoint presentation. I'll just click on virtual box like yesterday what we did. Click on start. Just hold on a second. It is just loading up. Okay, now just type that link here, http colon double slash localhost colon 10080 and click enter. Now new window got it. Click on the SAS Studio. Okay, so I'm just here. I'll just zoom it if you want it. Okay, so now, so as per this slide, I'm just trying to explain that what is an interacting window mode and interactive menu driven mode, batch execution and non-interactive execution. So I'll just explain these lines one by one. First, interactive execution. What I'll write is, first I'll try to write my program, data, your dataset name, demo, and input. I'm writing it, my variable names like PID, patient ID, age of the patient, and gender, semicolon, cards, semicolon. I'm just entering the data 100, 200, and 30, and 200, sorry, male, enter, and 200. Age will be 20 years. Just imagine. Just take it as a here. It's a 35 years, and female, and 300, 40 years. You can enter anything randomly. I'm just entering it, semicolon, and run. That's fine. So proc means procedure, print means you're printing it, data equal to your dataset name with the name of demo, semicolon, and run. That's it. This is how we have learned. And so it is a PID, age all numerics, gender is a character data, so compulsory you need to give the dollar sign at the end of the variable. So select all the program and run it. So now automatically it will jump into the log window. So here it is a log window, so you can able to see, and automatically you can able to see the result window. This is the first software. We have different windows like editor window, log window, and result window. That means if you want it, you can directly jump into the log. If you want it, you can directly jump into the result window. If you want it again, go for code window. But remaining softwares like C++, it is not going to happen. You need to write the same place. When you execute, the output also you will get it at the same place. But SAS is interactive window mode, means we can jump one window to one window if you want it, and you can easily scroll the windows. So that is called interactive window mode. Whereas coming to the one more option called interactive menu driven mode. So menu driven mode in the sense, SAS Enterprise Guide is the software we have it. So that means that is sometimes in SAS itself also we have some options. We can directly import the data without writing the program. That is called menu driven mode. So generally if you want to write, if you want to import something, just imagine you have some Excel sheet on your desktop. You want to import that Excel sheet into SAS software. Then you can write the program, or else you can directly click on file, open, and import. That type of options also it's available. That options we can say it as a menu driven mode. Okay, so SAS Enterprise Guide is another software. It have all the menu driven mode options, but in our SAS also we have few options. We can able to import the data without writing the program. That is called menu driven mode. What about the batch execution? So as per our terminology here, I have explained interactive execution, interactive mode, interactive menu driven mode, and batch execution. Batch execution is nothing but batch is nothing but group of. What is group of here? The group of programs. Just imagine I'm writing one program here. Sorry, I'm writing one program here, demo. I'm trying to create one more program here with the name of demo1. I'm trying to create one more program here with the name of demo2. Okay, so now I no need to submit by one of your programs. You can select total programs and then click on run, so that all the programs will be executed automatically. And in the libraries, in the work library, you can able to see all the data sets of yours. See demo, you can able to see demo1 and demo2. This particular process we are calling it as a batch execution process. In real time, when you get the job as a programmer, most of the times you need to do this type of work only, batch execution only. Why? Because you need to write some code and then you will get some data. You will take the same data set again and you will write some other code, and you will take this data set again and you will write another code. Nothing but a sequential steps you need to write it in real time. So compulsory you need to do, and you need to know a batch execution mode, what is happening in SAS. This is called, we can call it as a batch execution mode. And we have a one more method here, that is called non-interactive execution. So generally what happen when you are running your SAS software, any software in SAS, any program in SAS, just once you click on it, automatically the output you will get it. What happening in the backend of your SAS software when you pressing that particular running boy like a symbol, what is happening you don't know in the backend. Okay, so that is called non-interactive execution, means you cannot able to see what is happening in the backend. So these are all the features of your SAS software when you learn. So at initial days you need to talk about all. Okay, so this is all about this slide. If anyone have any questions on this slide, just ask me. Okay, now I'll move to the next slide, introduction of SAS programs. So I have already explained introduction of SAS programs in my earlier video. So of sorry, that class, you just go through it. And workflow of SAS software. So this is the main important thing. Wherever you get a job as a SAS programmer, compulsory you need to follow this. What are the things? One is raw data, second one is data step and data set and proc step and report. Okay, now I'll try to explain one by one. First is raw data. So as per the SAS terminology, raw data in the sense the data which is taken from the source. Here most of the times the source will be clinical trial hospitals and CRO companies and bankings, that means banking sectors, whatever the database they have it in the backend, that is the source data, and healthcare databases. And these are all, we can say it as a source data, we can say it as a raw data. Raw data in the sense that is uncleaned data, we can say it as a. First you will get the uncleaned data to you as a programmer, then you need to clean it after writing the step called data step. What you are doing exactly in the data step? Data step in the sense you are writing some program to clean the data or else to purify the data. Just imagine I have something with me. I'll show you. Go to my SAS tutorial, and here I have my data, raw data T3. Okay, you just click on the raw data T3. This data is uncleaned data, we can say. Sometimes you will get this type of data to you when you are working as a SAS programmer. Then how you are going to clean it, and how you are putting this all the data in a proper order. That is your job role over here. That is called data step. So data step in the sense, as a SAS terminology, if you want to say, data onwards up to run step, what you are writing, that is called data step. So first you need to write the data step to import the data or else to create that particular data set. Once you run this particular data step, what happened? I'm just removing remaining things here. So once you run it, what happened? The resulting of data step is giving our data set. See, right now you can able to see a data set. Data set, the definition is collection of rows and columns. We can say it as a data set. Okay, the collection of data that is in the form of rows and columns is called data set. The data set you will create, that is called next step. Then proc step. Suppose yesterday we have seen that how we are going to produce our procedures like proc print, proc frequency, proc mean, proc correlation, regression, report, whatever you want it, you just produce your report accordingly, and then your output will be generated. That output we can say it as a report. See, this is the backbone skeleton of your SAS programmer role wherever you go, in clinical or financial, customer relationship management, wherever you go, they'll give you raw data and you need to process that data as a data step. After that, you need to create as a data set. After that, you need to write some procedures. Then finally, report will come into a picture. So this is what exactly. A few of the people, they are involving to extracting the data as a data step, and few of the people working on creating a data sets, and few of the people working on creating a procedure steps, nothing but reporting purpose. That's it. So this is the total job role of your SAS programmer wherever you join. So this is the workflow of your SAS software. So I have already explained SAS. We have two steps. One is called data step and second one is called proc step. How you can discriminate the two steps? Just come here to this SAS software, and here you are writing data onwards up to run step is called data step, and that's the reason why you got one line. When you are writing proc, okay, proc print or else proc report, proc means, proc frequency, proc correlation, whatever it is, proc print, all are comes under procedures only. Data, your data set name, and run it. This step we can call it as a proc step. We have two steps in the SAS. Data onwards up to run step called data step. Proc onwards up to run step is called proc step. So this is the basis certification question also sometimes. In which of the following is not a, which of the following options not available in proc step? They'll write cards is the statement in the proc step. Okay, so that is not a valid one. That is cards, always you need to write it in the data step only. So you need to know what are the options we are going to write in the data step, what are the options we are writing our statement, what are the statement we are writing in the proc step. You need to know first of all, then you can able to give the justification for that question. First you need to understand what is happening. Okay, see here, it's a proc step. Data onwards up to run step is called data step. Proc onwards up to run step is called proc step. That is fine, it's clear. So we have two steps. In future, that means in upcoming classes, so you can able to see this. What is this? Like what are the different dataset options we have and what are the proc step options we have in SAS. Okay, right now if I explain also, you may not able to get this. Once we done with the 3 or 4 classes, later on you can able to get it this exactly what happening. So that's it. I will give you today assignment. The assignment also it's already there with my classes. Go to the day 1. I will provide this assignment to you through mails. And try to answer it. What is the definition of SAS and what is the workflow of SAS? What are the use of data keyword and what is the significance? Write the definitions for below, like what is input, what is cards, and what is semicolon, what is data lines, and all those stuff. So if you just listen yesterday's class and today's class, you can able to answer this all the questions which is available here. Okay, I'll send you the first questions to you and I will send you the answers also to you in next mail. First try to answer all the questions by yourself and keep it with you. I'll send you the answer sheet to you and try to compare with your answers. If you are not agreeing with my answers, just come up and then I'll explain again to you. So that's it. So that is all about of today's class. If you have any questions, you just ask me. I'm done.
Could you please repeat the batch execution and interactive execution and the 4 steps, you know?
Okay, that's okay. So one is called interactive window mode. Interactive window mode is nothing but we can jump one window to one window. Right now I am in editor window. So I
Okay.
want to see what messages I have faced at earlier, the error messages I want to see. Then I can go for log message and then I can see the previous program what I have got the errors. I can able to see. In the same thing, if you want, I can jump into the result window. This method we can call it as a interactive window mode, means we can jump one window to one window. That is the first one. Second one is interactive menu driven mode. In SAS itself, we have option you can import the data directly from your Excels, okay, or else text files, CSV files, any file without writing the program, you can able to get it. That is called menu driven mode. Why we are calling as a menu driven means the menu itself we have an option directly click on import option. It's already available in menu. Menu in the sense the top of your SAS software. Then you can able to get it. That is called menu driven mode. Batch execution in the sense if you want to run the programs, suppose just imagine I have written one program here with the name of demo. I'm writing another program with the name of HYD. That means you can able to get it, you can able to run it all the programs at one time. Just initially what you have done, just selecting only this program and run it. Again you're selecting only this program and run it. That's what you have done as of now. Now
Okay.
onwards, no need to do that. You can select all the programs at once and then you can execute it.
Okay.
That is called batch execution. And
Yeah.
non-interactive execution. Non-interactive execution in the sense we are running SAS software and it is automatically giving your output. What happening in the meanwhile, running and getting output? You don't know. You
Okay.
cannot able to see. So that
Yeah.
is also one SAS feature. Means automatically it will run in the back end. That is called PDV concept, program data vector. I'll explain it later on.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is all
Yeah.
about that four.
Yeah. Yeah. It's clear. Thank you.
Yep.
Could you please explain the SAS products?
SAS products. Okay, good. So here SAS stat, SAS graph, SAS access. If you want to do any analysis on statistics, compulsory you need to have a software in the backend that is called SAS stat software. If you want to produce the graphs, so the SAS graphs software compulsory required. SAS stat in the sense sometimes we are keeping these things in resumes also like SAS stat. That means when you are keeping in the resume, that means you already know about all the statistical procedures like your proc means, correlation, regression, ANOVA, GLM, and all the statistical methods you already know. That means SAS stat means the statistical software, it's a backend. So that means you already know that those are all options, statements, and reports so that you can produce it in your resume. Graph in the sense if you want to produce any graphical representation by using SAS, you can able to produce it. Access, that means if you want to import something from your external files, you can import it by using SAS access. Okay, you want to see how this particular just imagine, go to the SAS graph example. So go to the sgplot, proc sgplot. Suppose you want to generate this graph. See, the code is already written here. Just run this code. So come here, remove all those things and paste your code here. So it is not working because of Control V. I need to do. See, this is the code which is to produce that particular report. I'm just running it, submit it. Automatically the graph will be generated here. It will take some time due to that graphics and all. See, you got the graph. So that means if you want to generate this type of graphs also, compulsory you need to have that software in the backend. That means this all the graphs concept whatever we have, it is comes under SAS graph. All the statistical concept what is comes under, it is comes under SAS stat. Import export concepts and means what we can say, connecting with databases and all the concepts will comes under SAS access. Clear? Okay. Any questions? Okay guys, that's it. So that's it for today.